for this one. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Brett courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Suns. Back on the road tomorrow. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way, but they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, but they're doing everything right at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, they've been putting on a clinic, Clark, and it has been fun to watch. I mean, with all the calls and bounces that have gone their way as well, it just seems like this is their time.
And courtesy of State Farm, the starting group for the Grizzlies. We've got Rudy Gay. Zach Randolph is out there with Arthur. Then there's the quick, and it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for the Suns, Marks, he's in at center. Big Daddy is out there with Beasley. Then there's Dragic, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. Here's Randolph. The Suns getting the bucket. The 3 is launched. Gay misses. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers.
Boy, that was a surprising result, wasn't it, guys? Because on paper, it didn't even look like a fair matchup.
Well, you know what? That's part of why we enjoy sports and you play the games, because it definitely didn't turn out the way many of the experts, including ourselves, might have predicted. So that's why you tee it up, buddy.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Feeds to Arthur. Gay outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. For the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And, you know, when you shoot and score like they did in that one, Kevin, it covers up a lot of mistakes that you make in other areas.
And early on, Steve, they got hot as a team, and it pretty much lasted the duration of the game.
Second shot opportunity. That's good. And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 3-point game. The Suns beat them last time these two teams met in Phoenix.
Yeah, it was a big loss, pretty much pure domination. And I thought the key was the rebounding total. I mean, it was ugly. They were completely dominated on the glass. That's going to have to improve tonight.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
I'm not sure which was better, the fast break or the steal that got it started.
I think it was the defense, Steve, quite honestly. I mean, the whole play isn't even possible if he doesn't make the steal.
Outside, Randolph. Back to Conley. Now the feed to Arthur. Cannot hit, and Phoenix will come the other way. Steve said it. They were atrocious on the glass when they last met. What do they need to do, Clark, to change that in this game?
Well, a couple of things. One, they need more bodies in the paint. I mean, you got to have more bodies in the paint. Then you've got to be ready to box out. They left 1 or 2 guys on an island down there, and you can't do that. That's not going to work.
Suns leading by 3. Marks, he's covered by Randolph. Goes up on the wing, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Good luck trying to figure out how to defend this guy. It's a major order and hard to come up with an answer for him.
Here's the screen. Here's the quick. 3-pointer. No good. Let's now go to Doris Burke over across the way. We spoke with Lionel Hollins, and Doris, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, I spoke to him about the game plan coming into this matchup and addressed the quality shot blocking they'll have to overcome. He said, listen, that can be a factor, psychologically as well as physically. The key for us is just to play unselfishly. Draw the help, kick to the open man. If we execute our offense, we'll be fine. Guys?
Thanks a lot, Doris. And dealing with the sort of defense they're facing is not an easy challenge.
No, but they've got a few weapons of their own that they can counter with, so it's not exactly a one-sided battle.
Maybe so, Steve, but those weapons are still going to have to perform at a really high level for them to have a chance to be successful.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Following the miss by Zach Randolph. And that one's good.
And for Grizzlies coach Lionel Hollins, a wealth of NBA coaching experience. 10 years as a player, over 2 decades in coaching. And all of his head coaching experience has come with the Grizzlies.
Now here's Gay. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him too.
If you don't box him out more effectively than that, he's going to eat you up on the offensive board.
Gets the bucket. And it's 6 points for Beasley. And for Lionel Hollins, this is his 4th full season as a head coach.
Yeah, he stepped in on an interim basis in 3 separate seasons with the Grizzlies. That's really remarkable, going way back to their days in Vancouver. So, Hollins has built up a lot of equity with his organization. He's impressed them with his stability and his focus and just how measured he is in his approach as a coach. I think one of the underrated coaches in this league. Real persistence on his part. Stayed with the play and cashed in with the second chance points.
And it's Brown missing.
Shooting-wise, he's having a tough quarter. I mean, he just seems to have gone cold. Can't find the basket.
Here's the quick. Outside Randolph. Arthur. Gay left side. Marks gets the board inside.
They're in attack mode early, guys. Really cleaning up the glass.
Well, it's +5 in rebounding here in the first quarter. I mean, in a 4-quarter game, if that margin continues, that's +20 rebounds. That would be almost assuring a win. They're clicking offensively. A nice rhythm here, coming out strong.
Shooting an excellent percentage. That's why they've got the lead.
Gay, a screen on Brown. Here's the quick. 23 points for him the last game against Portland.
Yeah, guys, it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for his aggressive play. Great screen there. It sprung him open, and he took advantage.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And you look at Rudy Gay, I've really been impressed with his development as a player. Expanding his game, improving as a passer and a defender, and he's always been able to score. If he gets a glimpse of an opening, he's going to take it right to the rim.
They set the pick. Spates sets a screen. Here's Bayless. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Bayless has got his first bucket of the night. And when you look at Rudy Gay's development as a player, Clark, he's really grown, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think he absolutely has, Kevin. And I think having a chance to watch his team get to the second round of the playoffs while he was hurt served as good fuel for him during the offseason. And he's really come back a much better all-around player.
Here's Pondexter. 18 feet out. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Beasley. Here's Dragic, defended by Allen. Dishes to Beasley. Marks, guarded by Spates. From 7. And yes, sir, that one drops. He's got 8.
3 straight buckets in the paint. They're making it look effortless.
Well, speaking of effortless, you'd like to see a little more out of the defense. So how about trying, guys?
Here is Bayless. Passes it to Ellington. Kicks it to Bayless. Shoots over Dragic. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Ellington.
Nice hot start for him here, making more than he's missed so far.
There's the dish to Beasley. Over Allen. Again, Phoenix.
Well, a nice little trend developing here, fellas. I mean, that's 8 of their last 10 from inside the paint.
Yeah, they're getting high percentage looks down there. Their offense is really clicking. I don't see why they wouldn't just continue to pound the ball inside.
Here's Allen. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket.
What a display of rebounding we've seen from them in this first quarter. Wow.
Got big rebounding advantage early. No question, this team came to play.
Gets it to go. And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for them. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
Here is Bayless. Michael Beasley picking up that last basket. Bayless, he feeds it to Spates. Off target with the open look.
An easy look there, but, he misses those once in a while.
Can't hit. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And Bayless kicks to Allen. He passes to Pondexter. He kicks it to Ellington. There's the pass to Bayless. Spates sets a screen. 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Pondexter. For 3. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from. The Grizzlies trail by 13, filling out the wings of Brown and Dudley. Then there's Dragic, and it's Big Daddy and Marks. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Good work turning that into an easy 2-point. He can attack the rim as well as anybody.
The Suns shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. And here we go. Roten heading to the hoop.
Oh, man, what a play. He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. What a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play. It's stolen by Arthur. Feeds it to Selby. A pull-up. Again, Memphis.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
The jump hook, and that one's good. He's got 10.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
Randolph can't hit.
Just an enormous advantage for them on the boards.
Guys, the key to the lead, to me, has been they've dominated the glass. It's that simple.
Brown, good.
That's 5 straight hits in the paint. What a fantastic job of attacking the rim.
Well, Steve, they're getting the looks that they want down there, so might as well keep going right at the rim. If there's no resistance, then make them pay.
Ellington the pass to Randolph. The feed now to Selby. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Dragic. It's hauled in by the Suns. Big Daddy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
Yeah, there's no question for Milwaukee. I mean, that's a game they would really like to have.
Roten with it. 10 points for him. Selby kicks to Randolph. Memphis moving it around. Dishes it to Selby. Fires the 3. Gets it to go. Selby's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he did a nice job of getting himself into just enough of an open area to find that spot for his shot.
Brown kicks it over to Marks. Working on Randolph. Double by Roten. It's Brown on the wing. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player. Kevin, and looking back over the last month, let's check out.
Conley kicks to Bayless. Takes the 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Bayless has got 7.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the 3 ball.
Yep, they've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Pass to Bayless. Here's the quick. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by the Suns.
And they have a huge advantage on the boards.
Well, it's been one-sided so far, both on the rebounding side and the scoreboard.
Marks. He's guarded by Arthur. Dragic kicks it over to Marks. Arthur on him. Just 5 on the clock. That one goes. Come. And it's a 12-point Suns lead.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody, get physical, force the action back out to the perimeter.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Marks. He's guarded by Arthur. Kicks it to Dragic. They set the screen. And Dudley kicks it over to Marks. Oh, the one-hand jam.
That's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, it paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively. And I think his strength, Kevin, is his ability to deliver in catch-and-shoot situations. He's very reliable in that regard, so that gives the offense some flow.
And offensively, you'll find him often lurking on those corners. Always a high percentage shot among three-pointers, and especially for him.
There's the dish to Arthur. Bayless. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Taking a look at Phoenix. And checking out Memphis. Just way behind.
You know, for the Grizzlies, they've got to be incredibly deflated by the way things have gone for them this season.
Seems like everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong, Clark. For a team that had some high hopes, it's been a major disappointment.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Zach Randolph's checked in for Arthur. Pondexter comes in for Rudy Gay. And Tony Allen subbed in for Mike Conley. Dragic kicks it over to Marks.
Boy, I like the aggressiveness here, guys. Just powering it down that time.
And descended gradually as he lingered on the rim.
Yeah, you got to be careful, too, guys, because the referees will call a technical pretty easily on that play. He got away with it there.
Dudley against Allen. And that is good.
I like it. He could have gone for the forced finish, but opted instead for kind of a nice, smooth finger roll. I like it.
Some changes for Phoenix. Channing Fries checked in for Big Daddy. And it's Beasley in for Jared Dudley. Spates checked in for Memphis. Pass to Beasley. There's the triple. Good. Beasley's got 13.
Well, you have to play him tough. He's just too good.
Allen, right side. Flushes it down.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
Well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
Beasley outside. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, I've had a strong start to this game. He's really picked it up here in the second. Well, Michael Beasley was a power forward at the college level, but he's been a little bit of an in-betweener in the pros. Most teams have tried to play him at the small forward because he's got that shooting ability, but he has a hard time guarding other three men. So it's a little bit of a mismatch at both ends of the floor with Beasley.
Suns lead by 17. Dragic kicks it over to Marks. Backing down. The jump hook gets it to go. He's got 16.
What a fantastic shooting display. He's finding the net every time this quarter.
And Clark, when you talk about recognizing that mismatch, when you had a smaller guy guarding, what was your mind doing? Where were your eyes? What were you doing?
Well, you were just feeling the fact that you had an opportunity to take advantage of a guy that couldn't deal with you. So take your time, no rush, get it where you want, and then go to work. That's playing the game and feeling it out, not trying to rush anything. That's how I approach it.
Here's Brown, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
What a great little run he's on here in the quarter.
The Grizzlies trail by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Gets it to go.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
Up and in on the layup. Brown's got 13 points in just this quarter.
He was really a non-factor in that first quarter, but he's found a way to step it up here.
He feeds it to Spates, the 17-footer. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, you know what? You really expect him to knock that jumper down when he gets a good look like that.
And it's Brown missing. Grizzlies shooting it quite well, 52% from the field in the second quarter. Allen's shot is off. Suns leading by 21. Brown gets a screen from Beasley. He kicks it to Dragic. He passes to Fry. Lets the three fly, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game.
And now, guys, still early in the second quarter, and that's his second foul.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Sun
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports. It's been a great Sun.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
It's been a nice game for Michael Beasley. He has 18 points, and something else that's been there for him is the three-pointer. He's hit 2 of those.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's played into his success elsewhere. They're having to pay defensive attention to him all over the court.
Kicking off the second half, here's Lionel Hollins' 5. Conley out there with the quick. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Zach Randolph. And it's Arthur in at the power forward position. Conley kicks to Gay. Over Beasley. Trains it from 9 feet away.
And he knows how to finish when he gets that close to the hoop.
Sun shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling. Here's Big Daddy. It's a look. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
You know, they've really made the best of their chances down the middle of the lane here.
Yeah, they haven't met much resistance down in the paint, so I think you've got to continue to pound the ball down low.
Conley dishes to Gay. Over Beasley. It's blocked. Tries to keep it alive. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
He just can't get a good feel for his shot at this point. That's one of the reasons they're losing.
Gay with the block. Here's the quick. He's guarded by Dragic. Sweeten back to Randolph. 9 feet out. Shot is off.
Just 1 of 4 now to start this third quarter.
Beasley with it. Conley picks him up. And that one is good by Beasley.
Second half is flowing nicely so far on offense. 75% from the field is what they're shooting.
Conley kicks to Randolph. Looking to get it going. And the shot is good. Randolph's got 6 points.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Dragic kicks it over to Marks. Working on Randolph. Open look. That's good. Big Daddy's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Gay. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Beasley.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Brown the pass to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. No one covering. 24 points for Beasley.
They're just getting better offensively as the game goes along, making good choices and getting high percentage shots.
And they're playing hard and playing smart too, Steve. They've just been very, very good.
The pass to Arthur. And that one's good. Arthur's got his second bucket tonight. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Back to Brown. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Suns shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Well, one of the better free throw shooting teams in the NBA. They're hitting about 80% from the line this year.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. No good from Dragic. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Allen, that's good.
Made that one look easy, didn't they?
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And the basket good. He's got 19.
You love the way he searched for good shots all game long.
The Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Selby kicks to Pondexter. And it's Memphis with another. And here is Brown. He's got 15. Here's Big Daddy. Backing him down. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, his passing is just a thing of beauty, guys. He knows where his teammates are on the floor at all times, and The moment one of them frees up, he seems to hit them in rhythm for an easy basket.
And one other thing, I like his vision when he's posting up. Being able to score down there is just part of being an effective post player. You got to punish him for doubling up on you, too.
Jared Bayless has checked in for the Grizzlies. The Suns have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Good luck. That drops. 21 points in the game.
That jump shot's like a layup for him when the defense backs off like that.
He dishes it to Selby. Puts the lead pass in front of him.
Well, we got a moment now. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for Michael Beasley. 6th in field goal percentage. And he's in the top 10 in terms of three-point field goal percentage. So it's really been a good run for him from downtown.
And Steve, you touched on his outstanding field goal percentage. I mean, he hasn't gotten there just simply by having a hot hand on occasion. I mean, it's also a product of how hard he works to find those good open shots.
The first free throw is good. Channing Fries checked in for Big Daddy. Both free throws good from Bayless. And so here's Phoenix. Now here's Brown. He's got 15. Makes the lead pass. Hit his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. The Suns making a... Morris inside. He's guarded by Arthur. Offensive rebound. And here's Dudley for three. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot.
And then Allen slams it in.
And that's exactly what you call a high percentage hoop there.
Sure is.
The one-handed throwdown. Gotta love it.
Feeds it to Morris. Marks. He's covered by Randolph. Shot clock at 6. Here's Marks, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. 23 points in the game.
Well, they haven't had to ask him to do too much, but he's doing whatever's needed out there.
The feed to Randolph. Wide open look, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, Zach Randolph, a true scorer, both inside and out. He can knock down that rainbow jump shot with a hand in his face. Not the quickest guy, but just has a knack for finishing over the top of bigger defenders when he gets in the lane.
And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. In fourth, Shannon Brown.
Yeah, this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's an automatic three-point play.
And you know what, Steve? Even if some calls go against them, as a coach, you can accept it because when the calls go their way, they're automatic. Cash money at the stripe, ATM time, so it more than makes up for the charge calls they might get whistled for.
And Randolph, a gifted post scorer. It's fun to watch him work down low, isn't it?
Yeah, he sure is fun to watch, Kevin. He understands how to use the angles to his advantage. He nudges guys off their defensive position. He's able to get shots off over shot blockers that are much taller. He doesn't beat you as much with speed as he does with guile and touch.
Grizzlies have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Roden kicks to Pondexter. Dishes it to Roden. Lots of room. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Now, not a popular call, as you can hear in the background.
Not at all. Unanimous disapproval of that whistle.
Wesley Johnson's checked in for Phoenix. Telfair comes in for Goran Dragic. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Gay's checked in. Here's the quick. Passes to Roten. Backing in. Buries it down low. Roten's got 4 points now in the quarter. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
Back to Brown. Telfair uses the drop step.
It's amazing the way the NBA has grown into a true international game in the last 2 decades or so. There's so many great players coming from around the world. It truly is a global sport.
First free throw is good. And to follow up on that point you were talking about, Steve, every year we see more and more nations represented with an NBA player. You know, it can only help the game grow worldwide.
Well, and remember, basketball is still a relatively young sport when you put it up against, say, soccer. So how about the countries that are just getting interested in basketball, whether it's India or China, you know, the last decade or so. They have so many people there. They're bound to turn out some good, high-quality talent before too long.
They set the pick. Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Spates. Here's Marks. Johnson over Allen. Johnson, good. Now Roten. He's got 14. Here's the quick. In low to Spates. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, when I look at Maurice Spates out of Florida, I think he's got a lot of potential. Good rebounder, nice touch from the inside and out. It's just a matter of the energy and the effort that he puts forth each night.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Gortat has come in for Big Daddy, and it's Dragic in for Shannon Brown. Then for the Grizzlies, Wayne Ellington's checked in for Pondexter, and Selby's subbed in for Roten. Telfair kicks it over to Marks. Pushing it up. Kicks to Allen. Marks corrals the miss inside. And you know, talking about Spates, a talented player taken in the lottery back in 2008. Clark, what's the next step for him, you think?
Well, clearly the talent is there, Kevin. I think he's got a nice face-up jump shot out to about 17 feet. He's working defensively to get better. He's got to continue to grow in his understanding of the game. And I think he's got to embrace being a guy who makes hustle plays and not look at those as something for somebody else to do. If he does those things, then he'll be a strong player for a long time.
Gortat inside. Allen right side. Memphis moving that ball around. 1:27 left to play here in the third. Here's Sweetney. Buries it from 3-point range. The Quick's got 10 points.
Wow, where would they be without all these easy points off turnovers?
Well, it certainly has made things a lot easier for him on offense, that's for sure, Steve. You turn a team over, you usually don't have to worry about set defense.
Blocked. Johnson outside. Marks, guarded by Spates. The dish now to Gortat. No good. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Selby. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Dragic. Can't hit.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Selby. Gortat covering. Here's Ellington. Marks grabs the rebound inside. The Suns shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. With the lead pass, Gortat nails the baby hook. Gortat's got his first points in this one.
They're really making a point of taking it inside and scoring from close range.
Well, you have to give some of the credit, or actually the blame, I should say, to the defense. They are not doing anything in the paint area.
Here's Marks. No good on that last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much. So as we get rolling here in the fourth quarter, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Our uncontainable game in this one, the stretch by the Suns. No signs of them slowing up at all as they are sharp and keep finding ways to extend their lead. Not a lot of teams in this league can pull off a dominating performance like this one.
Thanks, Doris. And guys, when you can put together that sort of streak that builds the momentum in a big way for your team, it's something.
Always, Kevin. I mean, it's impossible for a stretch like that not to influence the outcome of a game.
You know, when you're on the wrong side of a run like that, there's not a whole lot you can do. We'll see soon enough if that's indeed what makes the difference today.
Marks in at small forward. Johnson out there with Telfair. Then there's Marquise Morris. And it's Scola in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here is Bayless. Spades with a screen on Johnson. Puts it up. Goes back up. And Spades gets it to go.
You know, it is really hard to miss shots that close to the basket.
Here's Johnson. Marks, defended by Allen. That's good.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
And they're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
Well, guys, you know, we've seen some pretty horrific injuries as a result of players being fouled while suspended in air. And you know, a lot of the game does happen off the floor. And the NBA took some strides to try to make it safer for players last season with the rule changes. So if you're in a vulnerable position on your way to the basket and you get fouled, pretty good chance it will be deemed a flagrant one.
Bayless dishes to Speights. No luck. Suns have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Johnson kicks it over to Marks. Pass to Scola. All alone. Another one falls for Phoenix. Steve, go back to protecting players in the air. So many players now can jump so high. The game is played in so many ways above the rim. This just seems like the best move for everyone.
Well, anything that is involved with player safety, I'm all for. And so if that means calling more flagrant fouls and keeping guys from injuring each other in midair, then that's a good thing.
Here's Bayless. And again, Memphis no good. On offense, here are the Suns. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Morris. Grizzlies with the rebound. Pondexter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Selby. He feeds it to Pondexter. Allen right side. Over Marks. Shot denied.
Well, I've said before that playing a zone is basically an admission that you're not as good as the other team. But I do like teams that mix it in here and there. Just a small doses of zone to try to keep the offense off balance.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, out of the 2 Morris twins, Markieff was slightly bigger than Marcus. And I think what makes Markieff special is that he can knock down that perimeter shot, so he can space you out as a 4-man, but he's got the physical nature to really succeed inside as well.
Yeah, he combines toughness inside with a nice outside shooting touch, a valuable combination at any level. And Steve, to follow up what you were talking about, there is a stigma for going to a zone, but really more and more teams are embracing it.
And I think part of that, Kevin, is that everybody is relying on pick and roll offensively. And pick and roll is so difficult to defend, especially these days with all the three-point shooters teams are putting on the floor. So if you play a zone, it counteracts the pick and roll. And now all of a sudden there's a little chess match going on between the offense and the defense.
He kicks to Telfair. Leads him in there. And he makes good on the layup. He has 29.
Impressive play there, and they have been really good offensively.
Piling up the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Here's Bayless. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, when you talk about Tony Allen, he can be such an erratic offensive player. In fact, back in Boston when he was with the Celtics, a lot of people called him trick or treat because you never knew who was going to show up on a given night. But he's really become an important player on this Grizzlies roster.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Gortat's checked in for Scope, and Channing Frye's subbed in for Marquise Morris. Here's Gortat, gets the bucket. Here's Selby.
You know, and getting back to Tony Allen, guys, I mean, his aggressive physical style has really become a part of the team's identity. They call it grit and grind. I love that. His emergence has really coincided with this team's rise in the Western Conference's pecking order. Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on, he's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
The pass to Telfair. He dishes it to Fry. The three. The shot's good. Telfair making the play.
Boy, such a great touch, and with his size, I mean, he can go anywhere he wants offensively.
Roden kicks to Ellington. Shoots. Marks. Snatches it inside.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him. I'll tell you, the ability to score with your back to the basket is kind of a lost art in the NBA. Not just for big men, but for guards, too. Most players are spot-up shooters and drivers. Very few players can really go down on the block and make a move to score.
Roden with it. He passes to Allen. Shoots over Gortat. Arthur kicks to Selby. They need this. Feeds it to Ellington. Puts up a three. The offensive rebound. And stolen by Fry. And here is Gortat. To the inside. Buckets hits.
Just pouring it on and adding to this big lead.
Steve, they're playing outstanding basketball, and they've been doing it all game at both ends.
Roden kicks to Ellington. The Grizzlies with another miss. Well, Steve, the ability to score with your back to the basket isn't the prettiest play, and it doesn't get you on the highlight reels all that often, but, you know, having your back to the basket, and that is a part of your offensive arsenal, I think is very important. You agree with that?
Yeah, because it puts pressure on the defense. You know, there's several types of penetration in basketball, Kevin. I mean, there's obviously dribble penetration, there's shooting, but there's pass penetration. You feed the post, the entire defense has to react. So if you have a threat down there, you can really set screens, you can change your offense, you can diversify it. It becomes a lethal weapon.
Johnson kicks it over to Marks. And the shot is good. He has 31.
Yeah, we're now starting to see them get some high percentage shots in the paint.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 buckets inside the lane, so they're getting really high percentage looks down there.
Here's Selby. The feed to Ellington. Shot to stop the drought. Count the bucket.
Hey, we all like to watch players really go after it, play with emotion and energy. So much of winning comes down to will in addition to skill, going after it, playing hard. A lot of times you see talented players who just don't have that motor, aren't revved up, and that can really be difficult for coaches.
Well, he can shoot the 3, we know that, but I'm not sure the D does. I mean, they weren't anywhere near him on that possession.
That's good. Ellington's got 4 points this quarter. Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Share on the sugar. Right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Arthur kicks to Allen. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Going back to what Clark just said, that motor, Steve, is that something that can be worked on or that coaches can bring out of a player, or is it just inherent?
I kind of feel like it's inherent, Kevin. I don't think you can ever teach a guy to play harder. Now, you can teach him techniques, and you can motivate him in certain ways to help him improve. But ultimately, when you talk about energy and motor, that's something that is just either in a player or it's not.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Gortat.
Nothing's working for him here. He's just really struggling to find the basket. Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody. Steve, what about you?
Well, I wasn't thinking about soup. I was just impressed with the strong finish, wearing that rim out.
Pondexter, the pass to Gay. Johnson's there. Goes up the baseline. They get the rebound. Randolph kicks to Spates. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. The Suns shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Dishes to Gay. Passes it to Bayless. Jacks up a three. That's good. Bayless has got 10 points here in the second half.
Getting the feel out there from long range, guys. That's his second three of the half.
1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Fry, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
You know, the NBA is always trying to get games sped up in the final minutes, but it's a tough one because there's so many timeouts. So one of the things the league did in terms of rule changes is they did a two-horn buzz to get timeouts ending on time. They basically give teams an advance warning and then a final horn.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Randolph. Allen comes in for Quincy Pondexter. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Rudy Gay. And Selby's subbed in for Jared Bayless. Grizzlies making a switch here. Pondexter's checked in. Well, as the two-horn rule you mentioned, Steve, it has seemed to have an effect on how the game is sped up.
And it should. I mean, I like that, Kevin, because there are a lot of stoppages these days. Plenty of timeouts late in games. We have instant replay as well. So anything that keeps the game moving and keeps the momentum going forward is, I think, a good thing.
And the basket by Stola.
Not much drama left in this one, guys.
No, it hasn't quite exactly been a nail-biter. I mean, it's going to be a great win for them, though.
Selby dishes to Spates. The dish to Allen. He feeds it to Arthur. Goes up. Misses in close.
Well, I like the defense there. He made it tough on him to get that shot off.
And that's typical. I mean, if he doesn't actually get a hand on it, he usually does enough just to influence the shot.
Now Telfair. And Fry kicks to Telfair. So it's the Suns winning easily here. You know,
I got a million ways to get it.